up, you guys? Welcome to a very Halloween-y Decorate with me. So we are going to do some DIYs and decorate today. We started the day outside because it was actually a very big day for us. This was the official beginning process, that's what that trailer's for, of renovating our kitchen. So we are completely, for lack of a better word, demoing our kitchen and redoing it, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm super excited about that. And then as per usual, it seems like this is becoming a trend. I had to go visit Dale. He's getting so comfortable and so brave. I love him so much. I'm going to miss him during the winter. He's going to be gone, right, during the winter? I feel like that's going to be sad. So I just had about 1.5 bins left to decorate. That was what I had left of decorations worth. So most of it was just fairy lights, and I listened to my audiobook while I was unraveling and untwisting and untangling all of the fairy lights. I mean, it's good practice for Christmas lights because it's a pain. So I tried to just organize them all based off of the different colors, and I put the vines and the webs all together. So the other thing that was still remaining is my Halloween village. I had no idea where I was going to put this. I got this a couple years ago. I actually did a full unboxing. I got it at Costco. I would love if they expanded on it. I don't think that they have. And it's just, it's still a pretty complete collection. I just think it'd be really cool if they just created little houses for the season. So I have each of these pieces, and I think most of them, other than the characters, they all light up. So they all require batteries and everything, and they actually make sound. So that was really cool, and I just finished it up in a little bit, so we'll get to that. These are the DIY pumpkins that we had to do, and here is the plan for the kitchen. So I don't know if you can tell, we changed out the lights also, so it is much brighter already in the kitchen, and the tape markings that you can see is actually for the plan for the arch that will be at the entrance of the kitchen. So here's a little preview of what it's gonna look like. I'm so excited. Think like Seven Dwarfs, rustic Mediterranean kitchen is kind of what we're going for. So lots of details, we're super excited. Picked out all the finishes, all the plans are finalized, and we are a go. So I'm super pumped. The guys had just left. They did the lights for us to get the process kind of started and officially brighten up the kitchen, which it's so needed. And then I headed outside to start my DIY projects. So I got these 3 pumpkins at the dollar store, and I thought it'd be really cool to spray paint them black and green and kind of almost make them look like man-eating plants, but still, it was the teeth for me that I thought that there was a lot of potential. So I had a game plan. Okay, so Dale came to visit me. We had to step away from the spray paint, so I brought him back to his other area, brought him a couple peanuts. I keep them in my pockets now. I'm officially a chipmunk mom. He's so tiny and so sweet. I posted an ASMR reel of him yesterday on his Instagram page. He's such a vibe. I just love him. So he's definitely, listen, if you don't like him being part of the videos, I can't help because he just comes around and he's just very tenacious. So I did a layer of black spray paint first. Super easy to do this. And I will say this spray paint is way better than the one I used the other day. So the other one had more of like a trigger handle on it, and it just went all over my fingers. This one still kind of got my fingers a bit dirty, but way better. So I will link this one, and it's like a 2 times something. It was better and it was cheaper. So I did a black layer and then I did a green layer on top, and I made sure to spray inside their mouths too. But it was really just like a quick one time over. I didn't have to do multiple sprays. So I visited with Dale a little bit, finished up the spray paint jobby, and I headed back inside. And then this is my other fur baby. This is the number 1 fur baby. So I think he had a little bit of jealous pants on, and he knew who I was hanging out with. So here was the plan for the mantle. I wanted to add some of the greenery that I had kind of taken for the staircase and just bring that into the mantle, but with a Haunted Mansion, Nightmare Before Christmas kind of theme, but not before we played with the little fur baby. So he has a little toy called Gary, his little bear, and he just thinks it's like the greatest thing. So, and we always play at the exact same time. I almost took Audrey clean out. I do not have good aim. I am not athletic, did my best. But we had fun. We played catch a little bit back and forth while I was decorating. And I added this mesh. You can get these black mesh kind of tablecloth styles at the dollar store. They're so useful. I use them for everything. And then I had this rope that I had just gotten off of Amazon. It was actually supposed to be for a different DIY. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to hang it all the way over and drape it around the mantle and then just kind of put it on the fireplace utensils. Is that what we call fireplace tools? Utensils. So then I found which fairy light we wanted. So did not want purple and orange. I was looking for more either green or orange to tie it in with the banister. So I put those, string them all through everything, and then I was going to add like cobwebs and all of that type of stuff. So all of the items are pretty much all Haunted Mansion theme. Very cute, and then with Jack Skellington. Put on a good Halloween movie. I am trying to make my way through my movie list that I have in my planner, and it is going pretty well so far, but I gotta start taking it a little bit more seriously. We gotta pick it up a notch. So I lit the candles, all the flameless candles, and then I had another pack of these vines. They're so good. They're from Amazon. They might seem like sparse when you first unwrap it, but man, they're good. I turned on all the lights. So all of the vines that I had that were left over, I draped them over Audrey as well as on the mantle, and it was such a vibe. So good. So my spray painted pumpkins, I put them on the base of the mantle, so just right at the fireplace base. It'd be really cool one year if we could like open it up and kind of light some candles in there. That'd be cool, maybe for Christmas or something. I feel like that'd be, well, no, we're gonna light the fire for Christmas, but I just feel like a fall situation would be like an open fireplace with some candles lit. So instead of lighting candles, I figured we had tons of fairy lights that we could do. So I did have orange ones from the dollar store as well as some extra moss. So I did that and that worked out really well. And then I had these peace sign skeletons, some extra moss rocks. So I just kind of used every single thing that I had left over and made something beautiful out of it. I think it's crazy that I found these exact same peace sign and thumbs ups at the dollar store. I mean, they're a lot less fancy, but it's the same thing. So I had Jack and I had Oogie Boogie. I put them on either corners of the mantle and I spread out all of the cobwebs that I got at the dollar store this year. So I got black cobwebs and I thought it was awesome to use as like a base as well as spread them out and place them all over the mantle. And as well as the grate protector that I got, I thought that that would be cool. So put the 3 green pumpkins, surround them with all the grass and all the moss, kind of like it's a graveyard. And then I had these extra spiders. These are not fun because when you find them, you have to second guess as to whether they're real or not. Same with the fuzzy ones that I was using. Okay, so these were really small, very dainty strings of fairy lights. They're just orange. They're from the dollar store, but they're so good. I wish I would have gotten more. But it just gives a really nice warm glow, and I figured that'd be perfect, so I just kind of draped it in and out of their mouths. I only had 2, but I let them kind of share it, and it illuminated the inside of the pumpkins, and it turned out so good, and even better at night. As it got darker and darker, it was so good, and then I kind of draped the vines and the spider webs lower and lower towards the pumpkins, and it just tied everything in. So we were watching Addams Family and then Addams Family Values today. Were their bathing suits not orange in the movie? On the TV that I'm watching, or on the station or whatever you call the streaming station, I think it was on Netflix, they're pink. What? So this is what everything looked like at night. Andre was headed out to, I believe, hockey. He had a great time. I had a great time. Had the house to myself and I was just decorating and watching movies. So these are all of the different pieces and just a little close-up of it and how well it ties in with the banister is so good. So I had these hands also from the dollar store. Those worked out super well. I think I own like 3 or 4 of them. They're so good. And then I just hung this garland. So one of the DIYs I wanted to do was a garland, and I had these extra couple garlands. So I just strung it all together. The bat from the dollar store worked out really well. Oogie Boogie pumpkin, the Hellfire Club candle, which has nothing to do with Haunted Mansion, but it's beautiful. And this is the final product of the mantle. It turned out really well. I switched the top lights to orange to just tie in with the pumpkins, and it looks so good all together. I absolutely love it. I think we could like kick it up a notch maybe next year by putting something in the actual fireplace, like burning candles or something, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with the spookiness level of this mantle. It's pretty incredible. I think it's the nicest mantle I've ever done. So I had these giant spiders also from the dollar store. I have 3 of them and they glitter like crazy. So I just tied them down with a little bit of fishing wire or floral wire, and they're perfect. The glitter level on them, I think these were like $3, $4. I cannot believe it. They're so cool. So where the wire went across, I just put some vines to cover that up. And then I had my DIYs from our prior video, also with a ton of glitter. I still have paint all over my fingers. So this is my little man-eating plant, and I thought he could be really cool either to hold some remotes or just to go on the coffee table. And then the bat had to go in the witch area. So I have this little like witch's pantry lair area, which was also a full video, but I thought he would tie in really well. I just didn't know where the heck to put him. Figured right at the top though, there was a little spot, so I made some room for him. It is jam full of treasures. But I feel like that's the vibe of like a witch's pantry. So then we went and finalized that village that I started with. So I had extra fairy lights, those purple and orange ones. So I put them all up and around and under the little village pieces. And then I covered it with some moss and everything. So the very first thing though is to actually get the lights flattened. This is where it's helpful when it's on a wire, because you can actually just like move it around and flatten it. And then I used that tablecloth like I was talking about from the dollar store again, draped that over top, and then I just put any extra little tiny pieces that I had. I used absolutely everything that I had remaining in my bins. So any black moss that was left over, any moss rocks, that's what I used. And it just looks really cool, kind of glowing underneath. So that's why you do the lights first, then the tablecloth, then the moss. And then I put down each of the pieces to hold everything in place, and it worked out super well. I had that extra little haunted house that I put in the background. It doesn't really go with the village, so it'll be at a distance, but it's still in the same family as it. So looks cool. So this is all on the fireplace outside in the porch, which we're not going to light right now, maybe in the winter. And then I just fluffed up and organized the pillows in the porch, turned on the lights, and set up the other Halloween pillows. We have Jerry in the living room. Jerry made it all season. He's been out since the summer. And then Lil Boo from Universal. There's 2 Little Boo pieces in here. Lil Boo is kind of like the icon of Halloween Horror Nights. I love him. I set up my planner area. That planner is officially sold out. I have a little countdown clock, and I have this little wagon. I have my floor pillow that I love, the Halloween Town floor pillow. It's so cozy. And then the book that you guys have now seen, which is launching early December. I cannot do you know how many times it's been in the background of a video and I have to either hide it or just hope that you guys don't see it? I also set up my little Lego bins. We are going to do some Lego, and I turned on arguably one of my favorite movies. So Practical Magic is right up there for me. It scares me though every time. So it's so good. It's just such a vibe. It's so, I don't know, would we call it wholesome, and just, it's nostalgic is what it is. So this, when I talk about the witch's pantry, that's the scene that I'm talking about when they're young and they're in that little room in their house. So I started sketching out what I wanted to do for these coasters. So I'm going to call them coasters because that was the original plan, was just to put something on it, but the dollar store didn't have actual coasters. So this is what we're going to do. And I wanted to make it kind of witchy, kind of dark, with some black and some green. So I let the movie kind of inspire me, and I ended up not sketching anything out. I just went with it and started painting. So I used the knot of wood for the moon, which was heavily inspired by Practical Magic, and it just worked out super well. So I had myself a little painting evening, a little cocktail, some popcorn, watched my favorite movie, and thoroughly enjoyed myself. I feel like we're pretty much almost done decorating, but we're never done till the very end, and I feel like you guys know this. So if you have any ideas for the next one, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, dudes.